Put a start. Awesome Bytes once again back. You're live.
Oh, great. Another conversation, another day.
Yes.
So it's all about conversations, right? Making the conversations that matter. What is the
Yeah.
matter with conversations?
What is the matter with conversations? Uh, it's it's what matters because everything that happens in our life happens in the space of conversation,
Mhm.
whether it is with ourselves or whether it is with others. So it's a very important tool. It's a medium that actually allows us to achieve anything. That's why it matters.
You know that, the whole of human computer interactions are getting into the conversational space.
Uh, you mean chatbots?
Yeah, not only chatbots, is getting into this AI chatbots. There are
Okay.
technologies like GPT-3, which is
I've heard, I've
what?
heard about coaching going to be by robots very soon. Is that what you're saying?
It's not just coaching, I mean, any interactions that we have today, our interactions are pretty much, what do you call it, unidimensional. Using text or using clicks or touch. Tomorrow
Yeah.
it's going to be multisensory, and I believe that is where the conversations have probably more power than books, and you know,
So what is this GPT-3?
it's a engine, conversation engine. It has amassed all the knowledge in the world. I mean, so to say, and it can hold meaningful conversations with human beings, and for that matter, it can converse with within itself. But do you think there would be something still missing? You know,
I think creativity would be missing, right? I mean, uh,
hmm,
creativity is an option where you maybe it won't be. I don't know because creativity is about connecting all the dots, and AI can connect the dots much better than humans can. So maybe creativity can be solved. We assume creativity, right? That we are being creative, but actually it's just a matter of connecting the dots and putting things together.
but sometimes this AI does things in a very predictable manner, and that kind of hampers creativity because the creativity comes with an element of surprise and innovation and something that that sparks thoughts and minds. I remember you telling about making the conversations better. What's your thought about that? How can you like practice conversations?
So that's a very good question because when you think about robots being on the other side when you're having a conversation, and when we are aware that on the other side is a robot, the way that we will interact with their interface will be quite different than when we're interacting with a human soul. So
Mhm.
I think for that reason, we will not see the other party being curious at a deeper sense. We'll not have a connection. Uh,
Yeah,
we'll not have a connection. We'll have a connection maybe with ourselves better when we're interacting with AI, but not with the other element. And that is probably what will be missing when we will be interacting with technologies like GPT-3 maybe. Do you
yeah.
think?
Look at it. I'm like talking to a camera right now.
No, you're not. You know very clearly that there is somebody with a soul who's on the
Behind
other
it.
side.
That's true. You know what? Very interesting thing. In computers, we used to have something called instructions. So all this while we've been instructing the computer what to do, um, and even the programming. When you write programs, those were called instructions. Now the world is moving in such a way that there's going to be conversations with the computers. You know, our instructions becomes conversational, and I hope we don't become instructional in our life sometimes.
What is the difference? I mean, is it just a terminology change or is it really getting conversational?
I think conversations are open to each other, while I mean, there is a kind of gray area where you can continue to explore and find something that is probably yet to be stated or unstated altogether. But instructions tend to be like a more precise, narrow in scope.
Hmm.
When you have conversations, what do you look at? How do you explore?
How do I explore a conversation?
Mhm. Because I know that you do conversations like at the top of your head.
Yeah, I
That's your
mean,
style for that matter, isn't it?
very true. And the fact is, when I have conversations, I'm always looking to explore the other person's world at a
Mm.
deeper level or a deeper sense, And that sense of curiosity is what guides me always when I'm having a conversation.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah,
and what
information's
you're
coming
saying
through.
is, I mean, it's very interesting that you say we're moving from an instructional world to a conversational world. Even in organizations, it's happening right now at this point of time, right? A lot of organizations are realizing that the
Yeah.
leadership can continue to be instructional, they have to be more conversational. Uh, a lot of good organizations have town halls where they get people to interact with the leaders, and
Mm.
conversations are getting more mainstream, I think, right now. Very soon there'll be a lot of conversations around
Conversations.
will brand themselves as conversationalists because I think
Yeah.
it's going to be the next wave, maybe. What does
Yeah.
GPT-3 stand for, actually?
I
I'm,
don't know. We'll have to ask GPT-3.
yeah,
It's general purpose something. I don't know. I'm not very sure about it.
yeah. Uh, I'll just, yeah, we can look for it later.
So that's it.
So,
Probably we'll wait for the next conversation.
yes, let's 7 minutes up for today. Till we're meeting tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
been wonderful having a conversation that is meaningful and soulful and not instructional. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.